Here we go, start of the trip, Scott Mid, Drumnadrochit, 4-day multi-day trip off-road.
Ever since discovering the Affric Kintail Way, I've been obsessed with riding it on a mountain bike. This long distance route runs for 44 miles from Drumnadrochit to Morvich on the coast. To create a circular multi-day mountain bike route, I linked the end of this trail to the Great Glen Way at Fort Augustus via some tarmac, courtesy of the A87 and the A887, and then the old Drovers Road over the mountain.
Yeah, on this ride I've brought the young one out for an outing. James from Simply Singletrack, trying to hijack my channel. Anyway, if you remember from a previous episode we had when we collaborated, James swore he'd rather die before strapping panniers to his bike. You want a nice touring bike like your dad?
My riding partner for this ride was my eldest son, James, from the YouTube channel Simply Singletrack. As we were doing the ride on e-mountain bikes, the stops were dictated by guest houses and hotels so that we could charge the bikes up on a night. The ride starts at Balmacan Woods and quickly transitions to cinder track and then forestry roads.
So obviously this ride starts at Drumnadrochit and goes down Glenurquhart towards Cannock. I've done this ride a couple of times before, you'll have seen on previous episodes where I visited Corrimony on that ride, and also the one to Lochmer Stack. So we're on that route again. Tell you what, e-bike or not, that's a killer.
It's even steep on an e-bike.
Oh. Jesus. So we're going to follow the Affric Kintail Way to Corrimony, have a look at the chambered cairn, and then jump onto the road and cycle down into Cannock. It's just about here on the trail. It always opens out to these beautiful views of the glen. Absolutely stunning.
After a few miles on the trail, we stopped to check our luggage, and James needed to tighten up the mountings on his rack before we continued on our way.
I've noticed a different setup from the last ride. I've changed the bars on this. The Planitex, they're either trekking or backpacking bars. I'll put a link in the description, and so you can attach your bag a bit more securely. That's also a Planitex Podsacs barrel bag and holster, and these are some generic ergo grips I got off eBay because I didn't want to be paying the full price for the branded stuff, and I've got to say they're absolutely bloody superb. I highly recommend these. What a difference, no par make or nothing. I'll put a link in the description for that as well.
Then, as we neared Corrimony Cairn, we hit a Highland traffic jam. Holy cow.
There you go, Corrimony Cairn. Might as well have a look at this.
James hadn't visited this cairn before, so I let him have a good nosy around. If you're a regular viewer, you might have seen it on some of my previous videos.
We're going to backtrack now along the same way and then just join the main road and drop down into Cannock. We just thought it'd be worth a nosy at Corrimony Cairn because James here, he hadn't seen it before. And it is pretty interesting. Back onto the main road. So it looks like there's a new section of Affric Kintail Way being opened up, so we don't have to do the full road ride into Cannock. So let's have a look at this. We've got Cannock down there, first stop. Yeah, definitely worth doing.
Yeah. Nice bit of trail coming down there as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that was an absolutely lovely off-road section, which beats doing this tarmac here. And now here we are, Cannock.
Arriving with plenty of time to spare, we decided to dump our bags at the guest house and take a further ride to Tomic. Tomic is a historic Victorian village. It was built as a model agricultural township in the mid-19th century by the Tweedmouth family. Originally, when Lord Tweedmouth purchased the estate, he cleared the crofts and resited the crofters in the new model village. That village is the present-day Tomic. After exploring Tomic, we made our way back to the guest house to get washed, changed and grab something to eat. What a great day it had been.